my name is Ian Chin, and welcome to Selamat Makan, where we try to make Southeast Asian cooking in the American kitchen. So, today we're going to make that great spicy Padang dish, beef rendang, which hails from the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. Beef rendang is a kind of a beef stew in which you've evaporated all of the juice in the stew, so you've concentrated all the flavor on the meat, so it's kind of a caramelized beef stew, and it's quite delicious and quite spicy. And actually, historically, it was a way to help preserve the meat, but nowadays it's become very trendy, but I call it just plain delicious. So, without further ado, let's get started. For the Rendang Daging Sapi, we will need 1 kilo of beef chuck or any beef suitable for stewing, 1 400 milliliter can of coconut milk, and for the spices, we will need 1 whole nutmeg, 3 to 5 cloves, 3 cardamom pods, 2 sticks of cinnamon or 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder, and optionally 2 Indonesian bay leaves, and a heap tablespoon of paprika. Now I used paprika here because I did not have the correct large red Indonesian chilies like I like. For the paste ingredients, we need 4 large shallots, 4 candlenuts, which are optional, 6 garlic cloves, 5 to 10 small chilies, I put 10 because I like it spicy, 3 to 4 lime leaves, or you could use the zest of 2 limes, 2 inches of turmeric, or 2 tablespoons of turmeric powder, 1 to 2 inches of ginger, and 1 to 2 inches of galangal. Or if you do not have galangal, just double up on the ginger. Also, we will need 1 large lemongrass stalk, or 2 small ones, and lime and sugar to taste. First, we need to cut the beef into 2-inch cubes. Set aside, then grind the spices. Puree the bumbu ingredients and spices until a thick paste forms. Add water if you need to help it come along. In a large pot, add all of your ingredients. Add a little water if the coconut milk doesn't quite cover the beef. Simmer for 1 to 2 hours. Remove the beef when tender and reduce the sauce. This can be done now on high heat as long as you stir constantly so it does not stick. The oil from the coconut milk will start separating and the sauce will get thicker and thicker and browner until it is the consistency of a thick, dark paste. Add the meat back in and cook until most of the liquid is evaporated and the sauce is a dark color. That looks so mysterious and dark. Garnish with a chiffonade of lime leaves or green onions. And here's our finished beef rendang. As you can see, it's very well caramelized and kind of dry. I actually like it more on the dry side, like you get at the Padang restaurant. But if you like it a bit more wet, more like a stew, you could also reduce this a bit less. And also, if you didn't want to do beef, you could do any type of meat you can make into rendang. You could even do chicken or venison. Really, anything's good in this type of cooking method. It wasn't very easy to do. It wasn't very hard to do. You just need to stay a little vigilant. So, I'm going to give this a try. That's awfully good. The flavor is really imbued in the meat. It's really concentrated. I really quite like that. Well, that's it today for Selamat Makan, and our beef rendang looks pretty good, and it'll last for about a week in the refrigerator, or you could have the option to freeze it as well. But whoever you make it for, I think will be pretty impressed. And it's especially impressive if, say, you have an Indonesian spouse or the like, and you really want to impress your mother-in-law. This would be the dish to make. So, Thanks very much for joining me today. My name is Ian Chin, and as always, I wish you Selamat Makan and enjoy your meal.
Takut dan bonceng jo udah. Kok tampak dek rang nan punyo. Kok mogok Vespa di jalan. Apa pulo kadayo kita.
Oh jangan takut bai jo udah dia. Rang nan punyo dan goncengkan. Vespa baru indah kah mogok. Mari dia marilah sayang.
Takut